even by the English themselves, that English cooking is the worst in the world. It is supposed to be not merely incompetent, but also imitative, and I even read quite recently, in a book by a French writer, the remark, "The best English cooking is, of course, simply French cooking." Now that is simply not true. As anyone who has lived long abroad will know, there is a whole host of delicacies which it is quite impossible to obtain outside the English-speaking countries. No doubt the list could be added to, but here are some of the things that I myself have sought for in foreign countries and failed to find. First of all, kippers, Yorkshire pudding, Devonshire cream, muffins and crumpets. Then a list of puddings that would be interminable if I gave it in full. I will pick out for special mention Christmas pudding, treacle tart, and apple dumplings. Then an almost equally long list of cakes. For instance, dark plum cake, such as you used to get at Buzzards before the war. Shortbread and saffron buns. Also innumerable kinds of biscuit, which exist, of course, elsewhere, but are generally admitted to be better and crisper in England. Then there are the various ways of cooking potatoes that are peculiar to our own country. Where else do you see potatoes roasted under the joint, which is far and away the best way of cooking them? Or the delicious potato cakes that you get in the north of England. And it is far better to cook new potatoes in the English way, that is, boiled with mint and then served with a little melted butter or margarine, than to fry them, as is done in most countries. What else? Outside these islands I have never seen a haggis, except one that came out of a tin, nor Dublin prawns, nor Oxford marmalade, nor several other kinds of jam, marrow jam and bramble jelly, for instance, nor sausages of quite the same kind as ours. And finally, I would like to put in a word for English bread. All the bread is good, from the enormous Jewish loaves flavoured with caraway seeds, to the Russian rye bread, which is the colour of black treacle. Still, if there is anything quite as good as the soft part of the crust from an English cottage loaf, how soon shall we be seeing cottage loaves again? I do not know of it.